It's not so great to be in Britain. That's the idea some UK politicians want to promote to potential European migrants. They fear a huge influx from some EU states that are now allowed to live anywhere in the bloc. Let's get more from RT's Polly Boyko, who's joining us live from London. Polly, are the fears of the politicians justified?
Well, as one official put it, a negative ad campaign about Britain would help to dispel the myth that the streets in the UK are paved with gold. And the politicians certainly are worried, and they've got it wrong in the past, Tabby. You see, back in 2004, the previous Labour government got it really wrong. They got the figures so wrong about the number of Poles that were coming over to potentially live in England. They suggested that there would be something around 15,000 Polish citizens coming over to the UK. Lo and behold, less than a decade later, the Polish community in the UK is one of the biggest communities, and Polish is the second language spoken in England and Wales, so they are worried.
Well, they should be, but didn't the British government just spend loads of money on trying to promote London as the best destination in the world? What's this about?
Ironic is certainly a fitting description, Tabby, because we have just had the previous year was the year of the Olympics, and politicians trumpeting Great Britain and how London and Britain is the best destination in the world. Billions of pounds poured into advertising to really sell the UK to the rest of the country. But it seems that for immigrants, potential immigrants from Romania and from Bulgaria, the message is that Britain isn't so great after all. So a lot of people see that sort of as quite farcical, the fact that the government is willing to trash its own image and to admit that there are problems with the economy in disarray, that there's a housing crisis, and that there are problems with schools and hospitals.
Well, you know what, Polly, I actually did take a look at some of those ads that you're talking about. What's been the reaction of ordinary Brits on this?
Well, everyone's been having a good old chuckle over the idea of over the idea of a negative ad campaign. And, you know, some people have actually said that it's quite insulting, but for Romanians and for Bulgarians. But one newspaper has even suggested that people send in their own suggestions for what an anti-Britain poster would look like. And the result has been really quite scathing and quite harsh to Britain as a country. We've got slogans that include UK yuck and come to Britain and clean the toilets, or even Britain, we haven't left ourselves because the public transport isn't running. So people very sort of, it's mocking at the same time, but quite scathing about the country. And we also took to the streets of London to find out what ordinary Londoners think about the situation. Let's take a listen.
I just think it's pathetic. It's mixed messages and it's hypocrisy at the end of the day.
I think that's a waste of time and money and effort,
yeah,
actually.
There's definitely things that could be prioritised.
Over that, definitely.
Yeah.
I have a job, I'm not English, I'm from Italy, but it's hard at the moment to live here. Everything too much expensive.
Well, Westminster is certainly, Westminster is bound by law, so they have to follow these rules, and they have to allow anybody who wishes to come over in 2014 to enter the country. But a lot of citizens in the UK, that as you saw there, that feel that it's insulting to those people and a waste of money having advertised Britain previously.
I'd like to see what the UK government will respond to Romania's advertising. Polly Boyko, live there from London for us.